again, guys, let's recap here. I mean, this guy was crushing it. He had a McLaren before the debt box. All right. He obviously knows what he's doing. He was crushing it in the real estate lending game. But what did he have to do when he was doing this? He was making, I'm sure, a good amount of money. He had to trade his time for money. He had to, even if it was going to a place or getting on a Zoom or emailing people, he had to trade his time for money. And he had lots of nice things. I'm sure he was living a great life, but he didn't have the time freedom he has now. And I can only imagine, the things he's doing now to follow his passions and give more to charity.
You've
But
seen
Billy,
some.
maybe just help people understand. This is kind of the big push we're doing now is everyone's thinking about real estate is, oh, you can make all this money in real estate. I love real estate. It's great. Okay. But when you look at the average person now, why should almost everyone consider getting started with nodes and daily passive income for commodities to maybe build up to where you're getting real estate? And I'll pull up some numbers kind of as you talk, since you've obviously been in this industry for almost 2 decades. It's hard for people to grasp this because they're just always hearing real estate, real estate, real estate.
Yep. So everybody got their pen and paper out?
Get notes. No, kids, get the notes ready. Let's go.
Get the notes ready. I actually one of the very first content videos that I did for DebtBox when we finally took it to the head and said, all right, we're going to go full steam with IX, right? We've done really well. Now let's put effort into this like you guys are, right? Not the accidental thing. Now let's do this with purpose. Okay. I'm going to run some numbers past you guys. A $500,000 house, condo, townhouse, whatever. Okay. Your minimum down payment for an investment property, again, right? We're talking about an investment. Okay. So we're going to stick with investment property stuff. Your minimum down payment is 20%. So your investment, okay, is $100,000. That's what you have to come out of pocket with. Okay. I want you to write that down in 2 places. All right. Because we're going to table the second one for a second. All right. So you put $100,000 down. You now owe $400,000 on that property. Okay. At a 6.5% interest rate, which is a good one right now. Right.
Yeah.
Assuming everything's perfect and you don't get any extra fees in there, your payment is going to come out, including taxes, insurance, and all the extra crap, right? About $28,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay. Your average rent in an area like this here in Utah at a $500,000 house, it's going let's call it $3,200 to $3,400 a month. That's probably being a little gracious. Okay, so if we're making $500 a month in net rent, okay, times 12 months, your net profit that year is $6,000. So put that off to the side. Okay, now let's take in market consideration. Market consideration in most places right now, at best case, is going to gain you, let's call it 10% a year. That's on a stable market. Okay, we all know right now we are not in stable markets. All right. So again, you've got a $500,000 house. So 10% a year, let's say 50 grand. So our total gain over the year is about $56,000. Best case scenario. Okay. That's assuming you don't have attorney costs from throwing anybody out. You don't have missed rent. You don't have to replace $10,000 in carpet because someone's dog, peed all over it. Right. That's also your time. Right? When your tenant breaks a window or a water heater breaks or something, you've got to go out and spend that amount of time. Time is money, right? Tenants blowing your phone up, asking you for things. Again, time is money, right? Okay. So here comes the most important part. Can you access in 12 months that $56,000? Can you put that money in your checking account physically? No.
Nope.
You know why you can't? Because you are not under 80% loan to value of the property. It's going to take you 5 to 7 years to be able to access that 50 grand. Now, let's take that same $100,000 that you put down at the bottom of the page. Let's assume you bought 100 nodes on initial license drop, okay, at $1,000 a pop, right? Now, guys, DebtBox drops new projects. They have 12 more slated for this year, right? So chances are, if you time it right, you can get in on $1,000 purchase price, right? Guys, how many have we sold over the last couple of weeks? Mike, I saw you post some couple things, about 100,000 nodes.
Yeah, we're almost at 100,000 for Bev.
And
in
just
less
now,
than 2 weeks.
3 hours ago, the price went up, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's say you buy 100 nodes at $1,000, and each one of those nodes makes, on average, let's say, I mean, the new projects right now are $8 or $9. Let's go with $5 a day.
Right.
Okay, so what's 100 nodes times $5 a day?
500
$500 a day.
500.
How many days are in a year? 365. Somebody get the calculator out. So 365 days times $500 a day. Mike, what number did you come up with? I came up with $182,500.
I did not. I don't have my calculator right now.
Well,
$182,500.
five. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Is that money you can access?
Yeah.
100%. Right.
Yep.
Pull it out. Put it right into your checking account. Who still wants to buy real estate?
That's fire.
So,
Simple.
all right. So let's just recap this so everyone can see this. All right. This is.
And you ain't got to wait 5 to 7 years.
Wait. Did you say 500 nodes or 100?
No, so I think it's about
100
100,000.
Because that's only 100,000 because the